There we go. So for those of you who might be new, I will explain what the Sims 4 Portal Project Challenge is, and then we'll go into the game. So the Portal Project Challenge is a spin the wheel challenge. This is our wheel. It is getting very empty now. Basically, all this year, what we've been doing is at each stream we spin the wheel and we do whatever the wheel lands on. And every time a new DLC has been added to The Sims 4, we've added a task to the wheel. And there's a whole story going on with this challenge. You know, my sim was homeless, found this abandoned mansion, went inside, you know, because middle of winter, went inside for shelter before he froze to death, found this old book, read the book, and it turned out to be like a journal / letter saying, if you're reading this journal, I have proven that alternate realities exist. I have built a portal down in a secret room underneath the basement, and I need your help because if you're reading this, it means that I'm stuck in an alternate reality, and, you know, I need you to rebuild the portal by completing all of these tasks and basically, you know, come and rescue me. So that's what we've been doing. My sim, who is now currently a ghost, but it's perfectly fine. But my sim has been, you know, doing all of these tasks for the entire year of 2025. And we're doing really well. You know, we're nearly done. So next year, I decided, you know, the alternate reality, spoiler alert, is going to be Minecraft. So we're going to power up the portal at the end of this year, or when we finish the wheel. And next year, we will start the Portal Project Challenge again with a little bit more story added on in Minecraft. And it's going to be another spin the wheel challenge, basically. And we're going to explore the entire Minecraft world. Not like the entire Minecraft world, because it's virtually infinite, you know. But we're going to do loads of different tasks and visit loads of different places in our Minecraft world. And I am so looking forward to it. It's going to be absolutely loads of fun. Whew. Okay, I need to breathe now. I definitely need to breathe. Bees, what about a second Minecraft world that you can join me in now and then? We did that a couple of years ago, and I couldn't keep up with the server cost. So servers are expensive nowadays. So yeah, unfortunately I couldn't do that. Eventually, you know, if Minecraft becomes a regular thing on the channel, then we might do a Minecraft world, but we'll have to wait and see. Rock, when you see it 0.1 point anything, it reminds you of Pocket Edition, because that's how Pocket Edition versions were named. Ooh, Pocket Edition. God, that goes back a bit. You could have sworn Java Edition alpha versions or 1 point something, not 0. I think they were 0.1 blah 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 blah. I can't stop going blah now because I'm just reminded of Furbies. Because did you all know that Paul likes Furbies? Just asking for a friend. Bees, for reference, bookshelves were just added when you started playing Minecraft. Nice. I remember when bookshelves were added. And then the enchantment table. That was a whole thing. Rock, please, Muir, you need this. Your sim is kind of homeless. What? Your sim is homeless? What are you talking about? What? Thanks for the Furbies thing there, Rock. I'm going to explore the entire 30 million by 30 million block world in 1 year. Good luck. Yeah, it's Badlands or bust speedrun, you know. Ruck, you would pay for it, but you're not any better off. Yeah, same. Yeah, B, sorry, you said 0.7.1. You meant 0.1.7. Okay, yeah. Rock, Bees did say 0.1. It's been, yeah. I just love Minecraft. Minecraft's such a good game. Anyway, let's go into The Sims. We are doing Cozy Kitsch, by the way. That is the first thing that we have to do, because that is what we spun the wheel on last week, was to do Cozy Kitsch. So my sim is not as rich as Rock's sims, who have like 3.1 million simoleons to their name, but our sim does have a fair amount of money, enough to do the Cozy Kitsch kit as soon as we drop in. I will give you all a bit of a tour if you haven't seen this before, or, you know, if you need, you want to see the house again. So this is the mansion that my sim found. It was very dilapidated. It was very, the roof was covered in holes. The windows were all broken. But, but we've done really well for ourselves. You know, we've got loads of different rooms. I do need to fix those windows. Let me go into build mode, and I will fix these windows, which I had thought that I had fixed ages ago. So let me just let me fix those real quick. We'll do that and that, and there we go. The how embarrassing. The Yeah, we fixed those ones, but we never fixed those ones in the front. So yeah, the that's the butler's room, by the way. But we've got a lot of stuff going here in this mansion. We've got a photography studio. We have a utility room slash storage room. We've got a nursery, which is probably what I'm going to change now because we don't have any babies. We've got, this has just turned kind of like into this teens bedroom, because instead of my sim's bedroom, because the teens don't have their own beds. So, and my sim doesn't need to sleep very much because he's a ghost, you know. So they've kind of taken over this bedroom. This is supposed to be like a teenager's bedroom, but we with only 2 teenagers now. This is evidently now Muir's bed when he needs to sleep. This is Olive's room. Ignore the random gnomes. We do need, the only room that we haven't fixed in this house is the bathroom. We do have a fox in the bathroom, but that's okay. Going down, we also have, up here, we also have a home gym and a little secret area for, you know, the Casanova kit. We've got a nice entrance room here. There's the living room. We've got a book nook. We have a bachelor cave, you know, here, basically, you know, sports room. Kitchen, dining room with spooky seating area. And then in the basement, we've got a, what is this called? Someone help me out here. A bowling alley and a bar. As you do, you know, a bowling alley. Everyone has a bowling alley and a bar in their basement, right? And then this is the portal room, where it's all dusty and the floor is, you know, dirt and cracked from when the portal originally broke. And we have been rebuilding this portal with things that we get from every single world that we visit in that we visited this year. One thing has gone onto the portal to rebuild the portal, you know. But I think it's looking pretty good. We've got a lot going. We've got a small business here, which is our it's a magic all-you-can-eat cafe. My sim just magics up food as needed. We got an outdoor bathroom. We've got a little bit of a farm situation going over here. We've got, you know, hot tub and water slide and a barbecue area, little camping station, a nice little fountain situation going on here. a workshop, and a bit of a garden thing going on, you know, with trees and stuff. And our magic wishing well that we don't use as much now because we tend to have enough money. But at the beginning, we use this wishing well to wish for simoleons, and usually wacky, wild things happened. But yeah, this is our build, and I'm very proud of and happy with how well this build has come on. So absolutely awesome. Bees, right after you started playing Minecraft, they added pumpkins, but it was only creative mode decorations. Wow. Opting, your hands are dirty cooking, but you think that you owe me like 4 wheels at this point? Wheel! Wheel, 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 wheel. There you go. Record Sims game last night was like, hey, do you want to buy the Cozy Kitsch kit? Well, tonight we're going to look at the Cozy Kitsch kit, so you get to determine whether you think that it is something that you would like. Bees, am I excited for the new Sandy Oil Well DLC? Oh my god, Bees. Just, oh my god, I don't believe you said, what the heck is that? Oh, it's one of the ghosts, one of the people that died. We've got 3 gravestones, by the way. We've got Muir's gravestone, we've got Rashida Watson's gravestone, and we have Bianca Ito's gravestone, who have all passed away and died on this lot. It's no one's fault. I think one of them died to freezing temperatures, and I cannot remember why the other one died. I think old age or something. I honestly can't remember. Okay. Anyway, shall we get on with this? We need to go into the Cozy Kitsch kit. So let me just go. Let's see. Packs, kits, Cozy Kitsch. Where is it? No, it's Cozy Bistro. Where's the Cozy Kitsch? Ah, there we go. Cozy Kitsch. Okay. I love the Cozy Kitsch kit. This is a creator kit. I think it was done by Moshino-san, if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, it is an absolutely gorgeous kit. Meant to be like a living room style kit. And I'm thinking... I'm trying to think of where to put the things here, because it's not a bedroom kit. It is 100% not a bedroom kit. So I'm thinking maybe of taking out the spooky stuff, because we've had the spooky stuff in for quite a few months. So we'll take out the spooky stuff and we'll add in the Cozy Kitsch. Let's move this into morning so that we can... let's make it afternoon so that we can at least see a little bit better. So, Rock, since Monday you had Wednesday's parents move on to the great beyond, or at least you think that was since Monday, you can't remember. If you told me the same thing... I don't remember you saying that, no. But yeah, Wendy's parents are gone. Aw. So they like gone? They're not ghosts at all. They're completely gone. So I'm just gonna grab literally everything that is from this kit, you know, from the spooky stuff. And that, oops, wait a minute, there's this table as well. Let me just put everything that's not part of the spooky kit, put it over here. I'll grab this and move it. Oh gosh darn it, game. Okay, hold on. I need to turn move objects on and hidden objects cheat. Yay for Stream Deck, that's all I'm gonna say. Rock. One reason was because for whatever reason, Windy and Sydney, God, why can I not say Windy and Sydney? Windy and her husband were constantly cheating on each other with Shane and Courtney, and vice versa, and they were all flirting with each other, and it was messed up. Windy and Sydney in particular constantly had furious sentiments and couldn't stand each other. Ever since you had Windy's parents move on, they've been so much better off. It was for the best. That is absolutely hilarious. I love how Sims can just be totally inappropriate. You know, it's just so funny. Okay, so I'm gonna inch this over right up against the wall. I want to make sure that they can pathfind between the table here and that plant pot. So this is what we're working with. Let's put in some lights first. And I kind of want to keep it... I was going to say I kind of want to keep it dark, but let's do green. Instead of going dark, let's go with a more green color. So we'll put in this overhead light for starters. Then we'll put the neon sign in, and I'm gonna change the color of that once we get back into live mode. I wish I had Better Build Buy on, so I could change that color in build mode, but it's fine. So Rock, you did a couple of things before you had them go. You cheated a max skill to give to Windy from each of her parents, max handiness from Shane, and max gardening from Courtney. Oh, that makes sense, yeah. Seriously, you don't understand Sims brains. Why would you cheat on... Yeah. Sims, man. Sometimes weird things happen in The Sims, and you either have to, like, you know, embrace it or work around it or something, you know? So we're gonna go ahead and put that light there. Then we're just gonna go like green. This is gonna be the green corner. So we want the chair there with the green poof. And I'm gonna put that like so. I'm thinking of it doing the love seat, not the sofa. Mainly because I don't want it to get too crowded over here. I'm afraid that putting the big sofa is just gonna make this way too crowded. We've got a dining table, so I am tempted to change this table for this round one. In fact, let's go ahead and do that while I'm thinking about it. I'm just gonna move everything around. Just shove everything over here real quick. We'll get rid of... Yeah, we'll get rid of the chairs and table. There we are. And we'll put in this new dining table here. Let's do that. And then grab this in green. There we are. Actually, I'm gonna move it a little bit more. I don't think Sims will be able to use this chair. Maybe if I move the planters in a little bit like that, you know, the divider, then they'll be able to use that chair. But if not, it's no... Hello, I got the world's... It just snows tonight. It's not that big of a deal. It'll be fine. Rock, that's probably why people don't have multiple generations of the same family in one household. Quite possibly, yeah. Although I do know of people who literally, that's what they do. You know, they will, do that. There's a few little spooky things that I just noticed that's that's still in this room, so I'm gonna go ahead get rid of those as well. I am also gonna take this light and put it above the table. There we are. That's very nice. And then maybe put the another floor lamp over here. Just for extra lighting, you know? There we go. Yeah, I think this looks quite nice. Just put everything back over here on the table where we had it placed. You're gonna be an absolute pain in the neck, aren't you, Cups? Yeah, you are. You are. There. Remind me to put that chocolate mousse in the refrigerator when we're finished, because otherwise it's gonna be a right pain. It'll be fine though. It'll be absolutely perfectly fine. Trust me on this. Trust me. So, Rock, hold on. The only time you had any of your Sims ever move away from their parents from any amount of time is when Wendy went to uni. She moved back in with them afterwards, and they had aged up to elder in the background in that time frame. Also, Wendy and Sydney's son Andrew is now a teen, so you're currently in the process of getting him through high school. Which, after having already done that for Wendy, it's probably going to take you longer the second time around. Why longer, out of curiosity? Rock, in your first save from a few months ago where you had Cody and Alice and Connor and Bryn and so on, that had gotten to like generation 4, and it was to the point where the house had like 5 floors just to fit enough bedrooms. Not wow. That's mad. That is completely mad. I mean, I love it, but it's mad. So this is a step stool. It's actually like a little table. So I'm going to sorry. Game is doing weird stuff with again. We're gonna actually grab that, put that on there instead of on the table, just because, you know, it's a little bit better there. I'm also gonna grab this dirty mug and place it there as well. Can I actually come on. You're not gonna let me hold place, are you? No, you're not, game, because you're being a right pain in the neck, aren't you, game? Yes, you are. There we go. That's better. Don't mind me. I'm just, you know, as you do, sometimes you have to berate the game. I'm thinking put a nice coffee table there. And then I'm also going to grab this mug and like put it on the coffee table, maybe here on that corner. Then we've got this X fireplace, and I am thinking that it would look really good on this wall. This is a fake fireplace. And I love it though. It's so cool. Look at that. There's nothing in there. You know, it's not. You can't light it or anything like that, but I do like it. It's actually meant, you're meant to put these candles in like that, just to, you know, as a neat little candle fake fireplace thing going on. So we'll do that. Then we got this shelf thing going on here, and I'm thinking maybe doing across the wall shelf situation, but I think that might be a bit too much. What do you all think? Too much? Yeah. Yeah, let's not do that then. Maybe just above the sofa? Ooh, actually, yeah, that's... Hold on. That's not a bad look. I kind of like that. Okay, we'll go with that. That's fine. Like, it's kind of like just the same thing every... Oh, the high school thing is just kind of the same thing every day. Yeah, it is. You already know what to expect. Yeah. Have you tried any of the... Wait, do you have high school years? Have you tried any of the school clubs? You know, like football or cheerleading or chess, chess club, or there's a few other clubs that your sim can join. Highly recommend if you haven't tried those yet. It does add a little bit more flavor to high school, as you will, you know. Rock, you mainly have to have him grind to do a bunch of homework every day, not to mention university. You'll see if he gets through it. He probably will. You know, the after-school activities, you might have him do one. There are so many. What I like to do, is have them do one. You have like each teenager or each generation of teens do a different after-school activity. So I'll have one do scouts from being a child, because you know your child sims can start off with sim scouts. So I'll have them do sim scouts, or have one sim do sim scouts, and then have another one do drama, and then another one do chess, and another one take up football, and another one cheerleading, and so on until I get through them all. That'll right there will take you like 5 or 6 generations. So. And it helps with their skill level as well. So let's see if I add the flowers there. And then we've got the apples here. Of course it's not gonna let me. Why would the game let me put things up here? There we go. We'll just put the apples up there. Then we've got these posters. I'm going to size this poster down, or else it's not going to fit above the thing. Same with those. We'll just size that down, put that like so. There's a couple of swatches of these, so we're also going to put the swatches over here. So I'm going to take this mixed signals poster and see if I can find a really nice one. There we go. We'll put that one right there. And then over on this wall here, we'll grab the Dream Pop frames. And maybe that one. Whoops, wrong one. That one. There we go. Nice. Yeah, this is actually looking really cute. I rather like this. I'm very, very happy with this so far. Ruck, you know what you're surprised that they haven't, the Sims team haven't done yet is grade school years, or yeah, because right now it's elementary school is a rabbit hole, just like high school used to be a rabbit hole before high school years. I'm sure that they'll probably do it, give them enough time, but I would have liked for it to, instead of high school years, to be just school years. It would have been better if they would have just done school across the board, you know? In my opinion, anyway. But what do I know? I just play the game. Rock, is that what it's called in the actual game? Because that, what, high school? High school years? Yeah, it's called high school years. High school is technically also grade school. No, high school is like 9 through 12th grade. Or at least it was when I was growing up. And then you got elementary school, which is kindergarten through, well, in my hometown, it was kindergarten through 4th grade was elementary. And then you had middle school, which was 5th and 6th grade. And then there was junior high, which was 7th and 8th grade. However, saying that, when I got into 8th grade, they changed everything around. So instead of junior high being 7th and 8th, junior high turned into 6th, 7th, and 8th. Then middle school was 4th and 5th grade. and elementary school was just K through 3rd. Right, they could have done both in one pack, but EA likes money. Yeah, exactly. Keyword 9 to 12th grade, therefore grade school, technically. I mean, if you want to get technical. If you want to get absolutely technical, then yeah. Alright, we got the rug sitch going on here, which... There we go, we'll do that. Part of me is like, should I grab this rug and put another one over here? And I'm not certain. I don't know. Part of me kind of wants to do it. Yeah. Yeah, it looks good. So yeah, we'll keep it like that. Okay? We'll definitely, yeah, it's fine. It doesn't look bad. So we'll do it. We got a light switch. We got the delightful light switch. So we'll go ahead and put a light switch right there. And maybe right there. Very nice. Very, very good. Rock, also, Andrew is currently going through a mood swing, so he's walking around school and visibly pissed off. The walk style looks so funny. I love when teenagers in The Sims go into mood swings. It is... And kids can go into mood swings as well. And it is just absolutely hilarious, and I love every single minute of it. Seriously. I'm going to get rid of that gramophone, and we're going to grab the Good Tunes vintage radio instead. Just because it's from the same kit, so we'll change it out. Going to go with these books as well. And are you serious? Are you really? Game? Hello? Are you serious right now? I can't put the books on the shelf. Come on. Come on. I don't care. I'm putting the books on the shelf. You can complain at me if you want. I'm not talking to you all, by the way. I'm talking to the game. So you can complain at me if you want, game, but I'm gonna do what I want. This is, this is my save. Seriously, I swear this game sometimes. I love this game. I really do, but yeah. Okay, then we've got these cabinets. We got the sleek frame cabinet left, the sleek frame cabinet right, and the sleek frame cabinet center. And we're gonna put these cabinets right here. I am going to move this though and like put it over here. Mainly because, yeah, I want to make sure that there's enough room. So this is the right cabinet. This is the left cabinet. And then we've got the center one. Now, the only problem with this, you notice here. Do you notice the problem? It's too big. We can't have the left, right, and center cabinets because the center cabinet literally takes up all the space. It is a space hog. But it's fine. I'm just going to move things around a little bit because I really want to use, as many things as possible. So we'll just, there we go. We'll use the center console there, and then over here, just use this one over here, just, to fill that space. And here we are. We have now used the Cozy Kitsch Kit. let's whoops. We are not 4. Uh, let's go in. Let's take a look. I like this. I really do. I do want to see. I cannot remember off the top of my head if there was a floor for this kit. I don't think there is, and no, there's no floor and no wall. That is absolutely fine. However, holy moly, look at all these plant seeds. We're gonna go ahead and like sell off all of these plant seeds. This is the gnomes. We have a gnome problem in this game right now. And this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Whoops. I want to keep this mother plant tendril, and whoa, that is a massive thing. I'm gonna shrink down the mother plant tendril, and we're going to put it here on the console. This is from beating the mother plant, if you all remember us doing that. Get rid of the refrigerator, get rid of the bear, get rid of the candy bowl, and put the high school diploma. I can't remember whose high school diploma this is, but we're gonna put it there. Okay, there we go. So now, Ruck, what's the point of having shelves if you can't use them? I know, right? It's absolutely horrible. Seriously. Okay, so let's take a photo. Drop down. I like this. I think that this, whoops, we dropped down a little bit too much. We're at the height of a 3-year-old again. But yeah, I really like this. I think that this looks really good. I wouldn't mind having a living room and dining room that looked like this, to be completely honest with you. This is dead cute. Even if the photos over there on that wall have disappeared. It's still cute. I like it. I'm happy with that. Okay. Are we ready for the wheel? Again, we're going to spin the wheel. Opting a living room, kitchen room, or kitchen. Kitchen. 100% kitchen. I see what you did there. I see what you did there, Opting. We're going to spin the wheel. Are we ready for Opting's ready. Opting was born ready for the wheel. Okay, here we go. Ooh, comfy gamer kit. Okay, all right. We can do that. We can totally do that. We're gonna do the comfy gamer kit up here in the nursery. We're gonna change the nursery to be comfy gamer kit, the comfy gamer kit stuff. Okay. Hello, Paul. Very good. Diva. Yeah, with Diva. Paul's made another song. Very nice. All right, you email it to me, and then I'll put it up on SoundCloud, okay? Tomorrow, while you're in college. All right? You can say hi to everyone. Say hi.
Hi.
Opting a streamer? What do I know about streaming? Absolutely nothing.
Diva pop star.
Yes, you Diva pop star. Paul, the song, in case anyone was wondering, is anyone remember the song "Shawty Got Low"? You know, "Shawty Got Low, Low." That one.
Yeah.
You know how to spell Muir? M-U-I-R. You know how to spell my name. But yeah, Paul's done that with diva voices. Yes, Paul. To Muir, yes.
Send.
Yes. Email it to me.
Send.
Yes, send. You know how to send me things, Paul.
Furby low.
Yep, Furby low, yes. Furby got low.
Rep stop low.
Yep.
Rep stop low.
Yes, Paul. Have you sent it to me? Yeah, okay. Good lad. Thank you, Paul.
You need a deeper eyes.
Yep, you need it. Okay.
Deeper eyes.
Diva Eyes. Yes, mate. You go and play now.
Too humid.
Yep, very humid. Okay. You gotta love it. Right, we're getting rid of all of this. We're just gonna get rid of everything here from the storybook nursery kit. Except the walls. We'll keep the walls. You know, the wallpaper. Because I honestly do not know if that streamer kit has floors or wallpaper, but either way, if it does, great. If it doesn't, it's perfectly fine. I'm gonna go ahead and sell off this stuff as well. There we go. Okay, so what kit did we say it was? The Comfy Gamer kit. Yes. All right, so we're gonna check. I am gonna check first, to see if there's a floor and a wall. The answer is there's no wallpaper in the Comfy Gamer kit, and there's also no floors in the Comfy Gamer kit. So we will keep this aesthetic here, the nice storybook aesthetic at first, anyway. Opting, be sure to post it to Discord. Yes, I will 100% do it. Yeah, it's an old song. I didn't realize that it was so old, but the song popped in my head a couple of weeks ago, and I was trying to think of songs that Paul could do that we could play around with the title, you know, or the lyrics, and exchange, you know, the word Furby or Ferb for any of the lyrics. You know, like he's done West End Girls, which we've renamed to West End Furbs. He's done Girls Just Want to Have Fun, which we've renamed to Furbs Just Want to Have Fun. You know. So this one is Shawty Got Low, and I think it's by T-Pain, if I'm remembering correctly, or Florida, one of the two. But instead of Shawty Got Low, we're saying Furby Got Low. Yeah. And he loves doing it. He absolutely loves substituting the word Furb or Furby for a different word in the lyrics of the song, or in the title. He just, it makes him want to do the instrumentals and put the Furby voices in. He absolutely loves it. It's hilarious. Rock, what about Yeah by Usher? Furby got down low, said come and get me, or is that too dirty? Oh. I mean, Yeah by Usher might work. Opting, why does Paul like Furbies? I have no idea. Oh wait, why does Paul like Furbies? There's two sentences. Yeah, Paul 100% likes Furbies. Can you tell? He's a little bit obsessed with Furbies, to be exact. Okay, what color should we do this in? 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, pick a number between 1 and 12. Please. Rock, follow-up question. Why does Paul like Furbies? Rock, probably because he's Paul. Yeah, I mean, Paul is like, he obsesses over things. And it's like one thing at a time, you know. He'll obsess over, like, he used to obsess over trains. He used to like be all over trains, and he still is a little bit. I mean, he can, when we see a train passing by when we're going for a walk, he will be able to tell you what that train is. You know, like he can say, oh, that's an LNER, for example, you know. And he can tell you where LNERs go. He can say, for example, you know, LNERs trains go to London, which most of them do. So he absolutely loves that. He will also look at airplanes that are flying up in the sky, and he can tell you if it what kind of airplane it is. He will know if it's a Boeing or a set, or whatever um, type of airplane it is, and judge. He can look at where it's coming from and can kind of tell you where it's going. Where it's been, which is or where it's going to if it's going away from the airport, which is amazing. So yeah, he just he just fixates on different things. It's the autism, but it is very interesting. He just grabs all of the information that he can about certain things when he's obsessed over them, learns all of the information, and then just like info dumps on you any chance that he gets. It's sweet. Rock, you used to be like that, but with NASCAR racers and longer ago dinosaurs. Paul likes dinosaurs, but he's not really obsessed over dinosaurs. He does like the Mosasaurus, though, from Jurassic Park. Optin, you don't understand how someone can be obsessed like that. Shoves notes on comparative ballistics of 22 LR and downloaded 38 special under the rug. Yeah, completely. All right, so we're gonna do swatch number 6, which is this cute little dealy thing here. So we've got, not exactly certain what I want to do with this, but I'm just gonna start putting things out. So we've got that. We've got the chair. I'm just putting things out right now. We've got these cubed cubbies, which I absolutely love. We're gonna try to stay with like a green swatch, green swatches of things, since we got the green and the pink. So I want to just stick with things that kind of match the green in the watermelon poof there. Rocky, you used to be obsessed with dinosaurs. No wonder you've watched me for so. Dude. Low. That just low, dude. Such a low. Oh, how could you, Rock? How could you? I mean, seriously. So low, man. So low. Okay, so in case you're wondering what I'm doing, you notice that because of the way the Sims work, in order to get these roof pieces here to look nice outside, unfortunately, they do this sometimes indoors. And they've done it here as well. So I am trying to hide that by placing these shelves here, basically behind this shelf. Just, just to hide the roof a little bit. I'm also probably going to put something here, again, just to hide things. In fact, I might grab this and, like, put it there. And that will kind of hide the roof there, the roof piece, at a glance. Most of the time we're going to be looking at the build like this. So anything just to hide that little roof piece there so we don't have to look at it. It's perfectly fine. Now, let's see. Going with the green again, we're going to put the desk here, I think. Let's put the desk up against this wall. Yeah, I like that. Okay, then, whoops, grab the chair, fling the chair here. Opting, you were in ads. Glad you didn't miss Rock taking the piss out of Muir. You're so kind. Y'all are so kind to me, just seriously, so nice. Right, I'm gonna use this pegboard, and what we're gonna do is I'm actually going to stop it. Stop it, game. Stop. Sorry, because we're up so high, we're on the 3rd floor. My game is just like does not like me right now at all. So it doesn't like being up this high. So I'm gonna grab these pegboards, put it like right there in the corner. We're gonna do that. I'm also gonna take another one of these cubed cubbies in pink and put it right here. I'm gonna use a lot of these, to be honest. We're just gonna, cover, because there's not a lot of furniture in this kit. Have you noticed? A lot of it is just decorative stuff. This kit, by the way, was made in collaboration by Little Simsy, and it's a lot of the stuff here is based off of what she has in her content creation office. So, which I think is kind of like a cute little nod, you know? So these shelves are actually meant to be placed on the board here. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna put a couple of them like here and there, like so. Then I'm gonna sneeze. Don't you hate that when you feel like you're gonna sneeze and then you don't? Yeah, I hate it too. It's fine. We're gonna take these book piles, one in pink, one in green. Put them over there. The Insta camera, by the way. Yeah. Hold on. Give me 1 minute, everyone. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. there was a wasp that somehow had gotten into the living room and it was dive bombing me. So I just asked my housemate to kindly get rid of it for me. Because the last thing we want is me getting stung live on stream. Am I right? Anyway, back to the build. So yeah, I'm just gonna just grab, these things here and there and use them as, to fill up the cubbies and all that wonderful stuff. We've got this cute little Luscious Locks mini plant, which is freaking adorable. Look at this. How cute is this potted plant? And there's loads of different swatches as well, so including a couple of plain swatches, but who wants plain swatches? Not me. We're just gonna go ahead. We're gonna put these all over the place. Different swatches here and there. Dotted around the room just because everyone likes a cute little plant, right? I'm not gonna put a lot of them though. I do want to only put a couple, a few, four 4 is a good number, I think. Simi V, hello. How you doing, V? You all right? Glad to see ya. What's going on with ya? How's life treating ya? Right, so then we got the covert cow plant, which we've got to use the proper cow plant swatch. I'm gonna put that one right there. Simi V, you like? Yeah. Please do. Please like the live over on YouTube, because just to remind you all, and for those of you who don't already know, I do a thing here during our live streams where every 4 likes on the live stream, or the VOD after the live stream, during the week after, but every 4 likes equals £1 that I give to our charity of the year out of my own pocket. It's just because I like giving people ways to, help me support different charities. And this year we're supporting Cats Protection UK, and in memory of my cat Felix, so who sadly passed away last year. But yeah, we're doing that, and it really does help. Oh, where do I want to put this? Sorry, my brain is like, I can't figure out where I want to put this cow plant. We haven't shown love to this side of the room, so we're gonna do that. We've also got these art prints, and of course, we're 100% putting as many swatches of this as we possibly can. We got My Sims Kingdom, we got Sims, original Sims, Sims 2, all the Sims posters. You gotta love the Sims posters. And we are 100% putting as many of them in this room as we possibly can. My Sims Racing. Jeez. It's going back a bit. Sims Medieval. Yep, we gotta do that as well. There we go. This is shaping up to be a really nice gaming room. I'm liking it. Rock, thanks for clipping the low below thing. That's hilarious. V, you're doing all right. You've been exhausted, still trying to push content out, but you've been trying to support everyone. Your newborn keeps you up, and your toddler. Aw, congrats on the newborn. Just to remember that they don't stay little for long. Enjoy them before they grow up and can start talking back. And sorry, my brain just completely blanked then. But yeah, I've been absolutely fine. Thank you. We're doing like stress moments. It seems, this time of year is just super stressful. So my housemate has been trying to sell their house. And we're doing the whole, moving thing, or trying to move thing, and yeah, absolutely loads of fun. But once we're in the new place, it'll be great, and I'm gonna move. We're gonna get a new place. The new place will have, I'll have an office space of my own, so I can do my own content creation without having to worry about, stepping on anyone's toes, getting in the way of my housemates who work from home and all that wonderful stuff. So I am really, really looking forward to it. Also, this. I want one with a pride flag on it. I think is there only 2 swatches that have no, there's 3. Okay, yeah, there's 3 swatches that have the pride flag. We'll go with that one. Let's put that up there. Actually, no, we'll put that there. I'm indecisive. Can you tell? It's perfectly fine. We'll get there. All right, we've got the paused book, which I love. You will never catch me putting a book like this, though. I will never put a booklet because it damages the spine, but I love it as a piece of clutter in The Sims, you know? It's for storytelling purposes, and I love it. Okay, we've got the sticker collection, which I'm gonna put over here by the camera. Are you gonna be nice to me, game? There we go. Yes, right, no, right there. Perfect. On the shelves behind the cubby. Really nice. You know, actually, I'm gonna put it there. I lie. I'm gonna put it there because what I'd like to do is if we get another kit tonight, I would love to put some plants and stuff back there to completely hide that shelf. So, but we'll see how it goes. V, your toddler talks back now, and wait, the floor? What? This floor? This floor? This is... Oh, what is this from? Out to pasture grass with wildflowers. That is the name of this floor. It is... Out to pasture grass with wildflowers. I think... Is it a base game? Hold on. Yeah, it's a base game. Yeah, it's a base game grass swatch for the floor. I had to look there. I had to look because I wasn't certain. Okay, where was I? Yes, objects by function. Okay. Simi V, so it's, it's, well, it's a floor tile. So, I mean, if you put this outside, then the game will think that it's a floor. You know, and not the ground. So, like, you can't plant plants on it. But yeah, it is a grass swatch floor. And I put it in here because I thought, you know, it was originally this room was a nursery. And I thought having the grass floor, it looked really cute, you know, like a printed carpet. I thought it looked really cute with the wallpaper. But yeah, so okay, real quick, I'm going off on a tangent here, but so in The Sims, you've got your flooring, you got your outdoor flooring. So all of this is like outdoor. So if you put like this flooring, the out to pastures grass, for example, outside, on the ground, it behaves like a floor. It looks like grass, it looks like the ground, but it is a floor. So if I put this down and had my sim plant something here, your sim would not be able to plant it. It will literally say, this thing must be planted on the ground. But if you go into your terrain tools, then you have all of these here, which are your terrain plants, your terrain paints, sorry. And if you paint that, then the game is like, oh, that's the ground. It's it's a weird thing, but there you go. I really wish that with the grass floor tiles, that the game did consider it to be ground. Because that's super cute, and you don't... I mean, you've got this, the Field of Flowers, and it's... So that's the Field of Flowers swatch for terrain paint, and that is the floor tiles. They are basically the same. A little tiny bit different in the texture, but they are basically the same. So you notice here that the texture has the little leaves underneath the flowers, whereas up here on the floor, the leaf texture isn't there. But yeah. It would be really cool if you could mix and match and put terrain paint over this as well, so that, you know, but it's a whole thing. There's lots of stuff that I would love to change in The Sims that, unfortunately, You can't because of the way the game's programmed, but it's perfectly fine. Anyway, back to doing the room. Simi V, you learned something today. Every day is a learning day for me. If I don't learn at least one thing every day, then I will go out of my way to learn one thing. my thing that I have learned today, and you're about to learn a second thing today. My thing that I have learned today is that the darn it, hold on, I gotta look it up now because I can't remember. Okay, so there's the English language is a wonderful language, right? It's confusing as heck, but it can also be loads of fun. There is a word in the English language that is the longest word that has all of its letters in reverse alphabetical order. It starts with the letter S, and then going through the word, it works backwards through the alphabet. So the word is spoon feed, SPOONFEED, and each letter goes backwards through the alphabet, and it's the longest word in the English language that does that. So you start off with S and you end with D. So yeah, it's a stupid thing. It is an absolutely stupid thing. Totally, bit of trivia that has no bearing on anything in the world. But I thought it was a really neat thing about the English language. So there you go. That's something that you can wow your friends with at the next party that you go to or something. So maybe you get it now, but that did confuse you. No worries. Rock, yeah, the buffalo sentence. Buffalo, 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 buffalo is a complete sentence. The English, I love the English language. I love languages. I like knowing where words come from and researching the history of words and breaking them down and all that stuff. I'm weird like that, but there you go. Let's see, this desk organizer, I'm thinking we'll just shove it in the shelf there. And then we've got the controller, which that's a good idea. We'll put it right there on top of those books. Then we've got the collection of nostalgic games, which again, we got The Sims, and I love how that the collection of nostalgic games includes The Sims, which is hilarious because we're playing The Sims. But there you go. Then we've got these frames, and again, I'm just gonna put a bunch of them just all over the place because with this frame, there's loads of different little pictures and stuff that's inside of these. So we're just going to put a bunch of them in amongst these little cubby holes, mainly because I'm running out of stuff in this kit to put around this room, so we kind of have to. The llama we'll put here. And then finally, we'll do the flowers. And whoops, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted the flowers. Okay, no, not that. The flowers. Thank you. Honestly. Sometimes you just have to argue with the game, am I right? Alright, we got the keyboard display here, which... Hmm. Why can it not go up on top of the shelf? Why? It doesn't fit inside the cubby holes. Come on, game. Don't do this to me. There. It's like, I will put this where I want it. This is like the third time the game's done that to me tonight. It hates me. I swear it hates me sometimes. All right, we'll put the headphones there. We've got the computer tower. And I want the rainbow tower. You know, the one with the rainbow lights. But I want this one. Because to me it looks kind of like a wood paneled swatch. And I absolutely love it. So we'll do that, and we'll put that right here. Kind of right there next to the computer. And finally... Wait. Hold on. Oh, wait, there is. Okay. For a second there, I'm like, please tell me that there's a computer in this kit. An actual computer, you know, not the tower. It's a kit, so I was fully expecting. You know, I was 100% expecting it to do me dirty. Okay, pink or green rug? I'm thinking the green. I am thinking going with the green rug, and we'll just do like that right there in the corner. And over here, I think I actually will go with the pink rug, just for the sake of covering up the floor a little bit better and, you know, using as much as we possibly can out of this kit. Ruck, have I ever learned any other languages? Because you personally, you can't. I have tried. I took Spanish in high school. I went through 3 classes of Spanish. So Spanish 1, 2, and 3 in high school. Aced all 3 years. Well, all 3 classes. The first 2 classes were year-long classes. And then the second class was a semester-long course. It just, you know, half a year. And yeah, I was gonna, unfortunately, I couldn't go any higher than that. And I aced the classes, but only because I aced all of the written tests and did all of my homework and did all of the extra credit stuff. The verbal tests, I failed. Failed the verbal test. And the verbal test, like in Spanish 1 and 2, the verbal tests were simple. Okay, they were just like the teacher literally saying, what is this word? You know, this English word in Spanish. And we would have to, you know, say whatever the word was. Or the teacher would say, right, here's a word in Spanish. I want you to tell me what it is in English. And those ones I was good with. But Spanish 3, the teacher's like, right, it's time you learned, you know, you should know how to do conversational Spanish now. And the tests were literally sitting with the teacher, one-on-one, and we had to carry on a 5-minute conversation in Spanish. And I failed. I was good at vocabulary, I was good at writing, I could read it, but could I speak it fluently enough to carry on a decent conversation? No. And can I remember any of it that I learned now? Nope. Can I heck? Can't do any of that. So, yeah. What about any of you? Can any of you speak a second or even a third language? Ruck, every time you took a language class, because you had to take a few in like grade school, it all left your brain. You don't think this would be a gamer kid if it didn't have a computer. Very true, yeah. And you could never do the conversational. Yeah. Me neither. The most you probably know is just tiny bits and pieces of Spanish. I mean, if you gave me a paragraph in Spanish, I could probably translate enough of it to get the general idea of what the paragraph was saying, what it was talking about. But yeah, it would be a very incomplete translation, and I would be guessing at some of at some of it, especially if it was like words that I personally didn't know, All right, so I think I'm tempted to put another one of these shelving units over here, to be completely honest. In fact, I might do just to hide that bit of as much of that as possible. So let me just, or I could put another, you know what? I'm gonna put another desk, because we got 2 teenagers. So why not take this section here and, turn it into a second little area? I think that's a good idea. Muir, you are absolutely brilliant. I mean, really, Muir. See how smart I am? I am just so smart. SMRT and all of that stuff. 100%. Yep, that's me. I am so smart. I am so smart. SMRT. So maybe like French, Spanish, and Indian, but your friend was... Oh, you can speak 3 languages, V? Wow. In addition to English, so that's 4 languages. Your friend was Indian, she taught you her language, but it's complicated. French is fun. See, I can... Because I learned Spanish, in parentheses. Because I learned Spanish, I can look at any Latin-based or Germanic-based language. I meant like German, Spanish, French, a little bit of Italian. I can look at it and somehow be able to get the general idea of what it means. It takes me a while, but I can, if it's written down, I can kind of understand bits and pieces of it. Just because different words in all of those languages are very similar. So yeah, it doesn't, I'm okay at it, but there's no way I could speak any of them fluently. Or read any of them fluently, let alone speak. There's no way I could ever speak a different language fluently. I can barely speak English, as you can tell. That's fine. V, your kid's home from school, you're listening but not going to be able to text because you're about to help them with their homework and cook some food. No worries, no worries. Thank you so much for being here, V. I really appreciate it. And good luck with the homework. I hope your kids had a wonderful day at school, though. Rock. Muir, you're absolutely brilliant. Like, really, oh, thank you, Muir. That means a lot coming from you, Muir. I just pat myself on the back, just pat myself on the back every once in a while. I mean, why not, right? Why not pat myself on the back? So we'll do that like so, and I'm thinking we're gonna move these. I'm gonna put one there, and then I'm gonna take the other one and like put it there, so that I can move that there. And then I also want to grab another poster and put it like... We don't already have this poster, do we? No, we do not. That's perfect. Okay. Then we'll take the neon gamer tag sign, a different one, and we'll put it. Let's put it over the door there. You know, so that when the other sim is, when this sim is live streaming, you can see it behind the live streamer, and then that one is right there behind that. Does see, you know, people will be able to see that as well. That's perfect. Then we've got the computers, and we will give this person this one. And then we'll go over here, and we'll give this one the rainbow one, the black rainbow. I also want to put a couple more things on this desk, just to flush it out. What's the word? Flesh it out. That's the word. Flesh things out just a little bit. So we'll put that there. We'll grab... let's grab that and, like, put it there. You know, just a little bit here and there, just to make it look a little bit lived in over here. I've been concentrating on this corner over here, and this corner is the best looking corner. This one is okay, but not fantastic. Gotta do the mini library, and we'll put that down. Come on, come. Stop it. Stop. Okay, fine. Fine. We'll put it there, since the game is adamant that I can't put it anywhere else. And then we'll take the blast off alarm clock, the grim one, of course. And I'm thinking we'll put that... Is that grim? No, that's the... What? I swear I told it to do that one with the Grim Reaper. In fact, I know I did. There. That's better. Okay, so that is the Cozy Gamer room done. Or Cozy Gamer kit. Let's go in. Let's take a look. So they go in through here. And we've got immediately this room looking like that. That's pretty good. I like it. And then you go over here, and this... No, stop it. There we go. You go here, and you got that view. And then over here, we've got that view. I like it. It's pretty good. By the way, this camera is usable in the game. Your Sims can pick that up and, like, actually take photos using it, which is really cool. And, of course, the alarm clock actually works as an alarm clock. I'll show you what I mean. So, you click on the alarm clock and you can set the alarm, or you can upgrade the speaker if you have the upgrade parts. The light is, well, it's a light. The keyboard is just a regular, you know, it's just a pretty thing. I think that's all that's, like, actually usable in here. The neon light is, you can actually change the color if you wanted to, which is another nice little trick. But yeah, the camera... if you put it in your Sims inventory, you can actually take a photo with it. So if I, like, put it in her inventory, for example, there you go. You can actually take a photo, which is really neat. So there you go. Rock, you know how to say I love you in Dutch, also in Spanish, but it's the only Dutch thing you know. And you know that because you asked Tay. I remember you telling me the story about that, which I think is dead cute, to be completely honest. Okay. You know what? we are not gonna have time to we're not gonna have time for the wheel tonight. We are gonna go ahead and spin the wheel so that we know what we're doing next time. Are we ready for this? We're gonna spin the wheel so that we know what we're gonna do. Not tomorrow, because tomorrow we're doing a special ugly build request. But we will do this definitely next week. We'll possibly be able to do this tomorrow. It depends on how long it takes me to do the ugly build, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, let's spin the wheel. Find out what we're going to do the next time we do our Portal Project Challenge. I will write it down, and it looks like adventure awaits. We're going to create a getaway. And I am tempted to do it in this lot just to see what we can do. So, adventure awaits. Getaway. It'll be a stay away, not a getaway. But that's what we're gonna do next week. We might actually do, instead of creating a getaway, we might go ahead and do one of the existing getaways that's over in Gibby Point. Because I haven't done any of them, and I am very interested in learning about them and you know, trying them out. Like I said, I haven't done any of them myself, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of that while I'm thinking about it, because I completely missed that when we were doing this corridor last time with the knitting stuff. So there we go. But yeah, I'm very happy with the 2 rooms that we have redecorated today. I think, to be honest, my favorite room is the Cozy Kitsch. I love this new Cozy Kitsch area. It is so cute. And very, very cozy looking. And also a little bit retro because of the rug. Love that rug. Absolutely love the rug. And, you know, the old, you know, the mid-century modern, what is that called? Coffee table? Absolutely love that. So cool. Okay, let's go back into live mode, because we're not, like, hurting for money, but I do want to make sure that all of my Sims are doing okay. So let's check Olive and Muir, see what they're doing.
Oh, Stifa Mubis, huh?
Olive needs the toilet, and she needs to sleep. Muir needs to take a bath. So that's fine. He also needs to do all of those things, so we'll get that going. Rock, your sim, Sydney, is siblings keep just appearing in your house uninvited. Are any of them baking cakes? Because I kid you not, that is what my Sims love to do. They just... Random NPCs will come over to my house and just start baking loads of cakes. Not in this save, thankfully. Not in this save, but in other saves, I'm like... Why is a fox saying, thanks for hanging out with me? Okay. Sims be weird. Swear, Sims are just so freaking weird. Oh dear. We'll evolve all of these plants because we can. We're doing all right for money. With because we're just doing Adventure Awaits, doing a getaway, I might actually... We might use Adventure Awaits after the getaway and make up this bathroom. Just because Muir. Food, Muir. Stop playing video games. Sorry, I'm talking to my sim self, not my real life self. It's fine. Augie! Hello, hello, hello! How are you doing? Sorry, I don't have Wisebot on tonight. I completely forgot, and it's you know, late. So, yeah. Ruck, you don't even hear them come in. You'll just look and see one of them practicing charisma in your bedroom mirror. That's just what happened. Oh my god. Their household is next door, so they kind of just stop by very often for no reason. It happens. It's The Sims. Weird stuff happens in The Sims. You gotta love it. So just reminding you all, if you're over on YouTube, please do like the live stream if you're enjoying it. Every 4 likes that we do on our live streams on YouTube equals £1 that I give to our charity of the year, Cast Protection UK. Our goal is £700 for the year, and we are nearly, we're getting there. We're on par for reaching about, getting about 640 by the end of the year if we keep up the pace that we have been. So I'm really, really happy with it. Augie, you're okay. It's been a day. I feel you, my friend. I feel you. It's been a month for me, but and the month's only half over. I'm looking forward to December. Who's screaming? Oh, she's watching TV. I'm like, what's going on? It's fine. Rock, the save in particular has had some of the weirdest sim behavior you've ever seen. You still think the aforementioned cheating fiasco takes the cake? I mean, one of my sims woohooed with Father Winter. And then, after he woohooed with Father Winter, autonomously, this is all autonomous, after he woohooed with Father Winter, he flirted with his brother's fiancé, woohooed with him, the fiancé, that is, and got pregnant through the woohoo because I had MCCC, which I had risky woohoo turned on. So my sim got pregnant by his brother's fiance, and his brother found out about it, dumped the guy, again autonomously, just dumped the guy, and then my sim and his brother's ex-fiance then decided to go out on a date, again autonomously. The ex-fiance asked my sim out on a date, and their romance bar just went from like 25% up to 100% over the course of 1 in-game hour. And the sim, you know, they finished their date, and then the sim decided, the ex-fiance just rang up my sim and said, "Hey, would you like to get married?" And I'm like, what the hell? The things that happen in The Sims, you know, you gotta love it. Rock, my Sims are really weird. Yeah, with the whole spoiled apple pie thing, exactly, 100%. And the do you mind thing with Grim, yep. And the tenants woohooing, and yep. All of the weird and wonderful things that... Okay, he's actually using the toilet. Okay, it's fine. All the weird and wonderful things that happen to my Sims. So good. Dude, I thought you were going to the toilet. Do the toilet thing, dude. Just come on. Obey me. Do as I tell you. Sims, man. Oh, how is Whiskers? Okay, Whiskers needs a little bit of attention. So we're going to chat with Whiskers, feed him a treat, fill his food, and play with him. And we're doing all that because he did not do... Oh, he needs to eat. Okay, it's fine. So he did the goo waste. He now needs to eat. So after we're finished playing with Whiskers, we'll have him go and get himself something to eat. I think it's so weird that ghosts need to eat, you know? It doesn't make sense. But it'll be fine. Go on, finish paying attention to the bathroom rat, please. Give him a little treat. Give him food. And then we'll have him play with them. Question. Can goats get rodent, the rodent fever? I hope not. There we go. He's happy now. Okay. Go get yourself something to eat, Muir. Right. We're gonna go ahead. We're going to leave our Sims be now. We've got everyone doing things to take care of their needs. She's sleeping. Muir is fine. Olive is needing to go to sleep. Olive, you got your... Just go to sleep, Olive. In your own bed, Olive. Stop sleeping on the sofa. Olive's like got her own room and a double bed that we gave her during our last Portal Project livestream. And yeah, she just like naps on sofas instead of